We're so glad you could join us today. At Tengai, we are fortunate to create a product that enriches people's lives, that helps HR professionals to become more efficient and increase the quality of hire. Our mission is to create an interview experience free from discrimination, where organizations make measurable hiring decisions and candidates always feel safe. Today, we're here to talk about our new AI avatar and our two new platforms, the Tengai Talent Hub for candidates and the Tengai Recruiting Hub for recruiters. In combination, they are changing recruitment as we know it. They have a unique integration between automation and personalization and are designed to work seamlessly together. Our new avatar is just a click away, whenever and wherever you need it. And it's developed to get rid of your recruitment pains. Because Tengai provides a unique opportunity for job seekers to add more information to their process by having a nice conversation in real time. The on-demand access to the AI interview ensures accessibility and empowerment for all your candidates. With Tengai, you can make every candidate feel special and automatically send personalized feedback to all of your applicants. With our brand new platform, the Tengai Talent Hub, candidates can access their interview for a whole year and feel in control of their data. With just one tap, Tengai is instantly set up and ready to work with your current ATS so that you can put your screening process on autopilot and assess unlimited amount of candidates for several different processes at the same time. With Recruiting Hub, you can even set your desired parameters and add additional questions. Tengai will adjust accordingly to ensure that assessment is customized to your hiring needs. These are just a few examples of the unique and powerful ways our avatar and platforms are designed to enhance and enrich your recruitment process. To tell you more, here's Sebastian.
So in order to build this product, we were faced with a three-part challenge. 1, we wanted it to be inclusive above all. 2, we need the product to stay future-proof. And 3, it has to be a delightful experience. So the first part of the challenge was that we wanted to offer it to the public for free. And that means that we need to build the experience to be inclusive above all. That meant that the candidates should be the ones responsible to conduct the interview on their desired device and platform. They should be the ones that decide the preferred language that they want to do the interview in, and also at the time that suits them. Simply put, a product truly on demand. The candidate needs gave us a sense of direction and approach on how to build this new interview experience. And finally, but not least, it should be a lot of fun as well. Now, the second part of the challenge is staying future-proof. We know for a fact that technology becomes obsolete. Disruption is actually a thing. We know that candidates and recruiters will develop new product needs, so we need to accommodate for that as well. And we as a company must also continue to innovate and enrich the product with new features. That means that we need to build these new products in a flexible manner so we can change the parts whenever we like. We simply can't have any bottlenecks when it comes to enriching the experience with new features like expanding with more language capabilities. We have the ability to create ultra-specific interview experiences for positions that requires understanding of words that are outside the regular vocabulary, mainly like medical or the legal fields. The third part of the challenge is to build a delightful experience. Now, candidates and recruiters, they are regular people like you and me, and we are in daily contact with awesome products. Our product must be on par with the best experience out there, else candidates will think that it's a lame experience. Now, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but there's still some truth in that. One thing that simply can't diverge is the interview experience. It has to be exactly the same for every candidate that's applying for that specific job. And now you might be thinking like the same experience for everybody, it sounds a bit boring, and it kind of is. So we also had to figure out a way to spice that up a bit. So we had to figure out a way in how to combine a linear interview experience with an open-ended conversation tree. And for recruiters, we opened up the options to change the avatar to fit their company profile. All this is possible in real time without interfering with the underlying animation engine. It's a truly remarkable feature. And now to the solution. Since we wanted the experience to be inclusive above all, we made sure that our experience runs in the browser. This is of course a great benefit for the users because they don't need to download anything, they don't need to install new applications, they just receive a link, they click the link and then they are in the experience. And now the second part of the solution is of course staying future-proof. So we architecture the core AIs. We have 3 AIs running in the experience. We have the avatar AI, we have the automatic speech recognition, which is responsible for translating audio wave into text, and we have their NLU, as I mentioned earlier. It's what can create the domain-specific interview experiences. So we architecture them to be loosely coupled. It means that they work together, but they also work independently of each other. This gives us the flexibility to change our core technologies whenever we like. We can expand them with new features, we can replace them with new and emerging technologies. As I said earlier, disruption is a thing, and if you look at the current AI landscape, it's completely on fire right now. And we want to be a part of that as well. So we have the ability now to change core technologies with a few days' notice instead of sometimes months or years. And from a technology, experience and business perspective, this is, in my opinion, one of the most exciting parts because this allows us to take in consideration future candidates and recruiter needs. We can adapt as needed. We are staying future-proof because we have the ability to change technologies whenever we like, and we can keep a high-quality product without sacrificing innovation speed. And in my opinion, this is the holy grail for modern product development. To tell you more about product features and how everything is coming together, here is Sinisha.
I want to start talking about Avatar, which was designed with Pixar look. We wanted the candidates to quickly identify themselves with Avatar, but also bring in some warmth. So we went for a more cartoonish look. And it's also easier to customize for our clients. Today, the full interview takes between 18 and 20 minutes. We tried to mimic traditional interviews as much as we could, of course in a modern and digital way, which includes the Tengai makes jokes about the weather. With this release, we are also introducing one new and one totally revamped platform. We have the Tengai Talent Hub for candidates and Tengai Recruiting Hub for recruiters. Both are about taking control of your data. The Tengai Talent Hub gives candidates access to their interview after finished interview. They get personalized feedback and they also get access to the answers they gave to our open-ended questions. One exciting feature that we have is that you as a candidate can reuse your interview. You've done an interview for one application and you want to use it again for the next one. It will be possible. Talent Hub, it's all about candidates' data and empowering job seekers to own it. Our main goal actually with Talent Hub is to balance relation between candidates and recruiters and at least give candidates a push by giving them access to data and insights. With the Tengai Recruiting Hub, recruiters get a dialogue management system, which makes it possible for recruiters to streamline the screening phase, get more control over recruitment processes, and collect all conversations, all interviews on one platform. Our software gives the recruiters a way to quickly set up assignments and tweak settings according to the specific role. The Tengai Recruiting Hub is giving HR professionals a scientific and validated way to assess candidates' personality, behavior, and potential. In the Recruiting Hub, you can access interview results within seconds after the interview is done, add classic screening questions, and nurture your candidates. By nurture your candidates, I mean automatic emails, personalized feedback, but you can also get control over what is communicated with the candidate. We also give you a chance to apply your own know-how, always from an unbiased point of view. So no matter what you do, data collecting will always be done in the same way. So the Tengai Recruiting Hub is optimized to save you as much time as possible. So, what are we trying to do? Well, we're trying to save time for both recruiter and candidate. One-stop shop. Phone interview, short personality check, describe your behavior, get a look at salary and comment it. Recruiters get info about all of its candidates. A candidate needs only one session. And one session that we hope is much more interactive, informative, and also fun and positive. When it comes to salary range, it's all about balancing relation between candidate and recruiter. Recruiter needs to give up salary range in order to get candidate's opinion. To ensure a fair AI without algorithmic bias, facial recognition is not part of Tengai experience and will never be, as there is no or too little research about correlation between facial expression and job performance. And also to take away any chance of possible discrimination based on appearance. No personal data is collected beside email, so no decisions are ever made based on old data. And we also decided to listen after simpler intents as yes, no, repeat, can't answer. This makes Tengai's assessment ethical, measurable and candidate-centric. And now back to Elin.
The Swedish bank SEB is at the forefront of creating a great candidate experience. Today, Samyuk Hadar, the global head of talent acquisition at SEB, has joined us to talk more about how they are taking the next step towards unbiased recruiting. All right, so I want to start with, because I know that you have a serious commitment to sustainability and diversity, inclusion and equality. What would you say is the most challenging part about working with recruitment?
That's a complex question because our aim always is to find a good experience when we can attract the right candidates. And our definition of right candidates is slightly different. It's not the people with the highest scores in terms of IQ or the people who have had the highest grades. We don't look at those aspects. What we need is a mechanism when we can match the right job with the right qualification. And sometimes it's pretty challenging to do this in a very unbiased and fair way, given the circumstances that in a lot of situations managers are stressed and we have 3,000 recruitments per year. So that's one of the biggest challenges we're facing.
Why did you choose to partner up with Tengai?
That was an easy choice for us. We were so impressed by the way that you guys use the technology in a very innovative way. Your avatar has presented a solution that we were missing in the market. It's not easy right now to assess that volume of candidates and do it in a fair and unbiased way. So thanks to you, we right now can focus on the potentials and skills of candidates after the screening and make sure that they had a great experience during the first part.
What's your impression of Tengai so far?
Actually, the onboarding process so far is going very smooth. Our staff has closely worked with yours, and in order just to make sure how your avatar can be tailored to our requirements and needs. And after that, I felt like we have had an intensive training for our staff in order to understand the potential of your platform, because that was a very important point for us. So we're pretty satisfied about the progress that we're making right now and looking forward to explore the other aspects of your solutions.
If others are thinking of using AI in recruitment, what would be your best advice or biggest takeaways?
My best advice for big companies who are in that journey to take this decision is not to be scared. I know that there is a lot of discussions around this concept, whether it's fair enough or it's biased, but we should just provide many kind of aspects or technique to mitigate that kind of risk instead of just shying away from using it. I think that there will be no way to survive in this market, especially when we're talking about talent acquisition, if we don't partner up with intelligent solutions, like for example, Tengai. And our commitment in SEB to develop ourselves is very sincere.
What's your vision for talent acquisition at SEB?
Actually, the main vision for us is to develop our teams in order just to take them to that kind of directions when we become super digital recruiters. We noticed recently that many recruiters are focusing big time on the fact of headhunting or having these things in a manual way. But what we want is to equip our staff in order to make them really strong in all these three different aspects. And that is using data, working with digital solutions and marketing, and on top of that, being capable to address all the challenges that we have in the market by being smart enough to use intelligent solutions. On the other hand, my vision as well is to have a very fair and user-friendly process to our candidates that should be the center of our attention most of the times. By having that kind of processes and make sure that we are in line with our diversity and inclusion policy, that will be the biggest target for us.
Thank you for joining us and have a great rest of your day.